Hi FlossTube, my name is Joanne and this is my first FlossTube video. I've been stitching for quite a while, but I haven't done cross stitch since about 1980 something, when Precious Moments cross stitch designs were popular. And I only did that for a few years, and then I switched to quilting and then paper crafts. So I have another channel over on YouTube called CraftyHodges, but I decided, which is basically journaling and junk journaling, art journaling, quirky characters, things like that. And I haven't really done anything over there for about a year. My husband died in January, and all the craftiness just shut down. I lost everything. I just couldn't do any kind of crafty. And then a few months ago, I was starting to watch YouTube videos again, and I had lost the interest in journaling and I found this one on stitching, and there were several stitchers who really influenced me and got me sort of out of the funk that I was in and started me to go to look at stitching. So Lisa, the Kindred Stitcher, Carol, Saltbox Stitcher, Teresa, the Kitten Stitcher, were three of the ones that really got me going. And from there I found Brenda and the Serial Starter, Brenda and Laura, which really, I just love them. And so that got me going into stitching. And my LNS is Acorn and Threads. Oh, and another one that got me going too was Linda Jo, the Pretty Southern. She also had a big influence on me. So all I'm saying is that it really helped me get out of the funk, and I've been working on a number of things. So I want to show those to you, and let's take a look. Okay, the first thing I'll show you, this is a project bag that I made, and I followed the tutorial by Lisa, Kindred Stitcher, on her channel. It was super easy to make, and I loved it. It didn't take any time at all. There's the interior of it, and it's just plain like that. So this needed something in it because it was empty. So let me show you what I put inside this bag. This is what I decided to put in that bag. This is a kit that I got from Country Sampler in Springfield, Wisconsin. And I bought this as stash just to have it for something when I want another project. But as soon as it came in and I had that empty bag, I had to use it. So what I really like about this are the different colors, the gradation in the center. I love the way that is. And Country Sampler did this on a darker background, which was the thing that really sold me on it. So let me show you how far I've gotten. Not very far. This is a modeled 36 count oaken. I don't know what the type of linen is. It didn't say on the kit, just that it was oaken. And it's a beautiful piece of linen. I really like the modeling. It's just gorgeous. So I haven't done a lot. This was about, I don't know, about 4 hours worth of stitching. And I'm really happy with it. And then the threads that are used, there's just 3 colors, Weeks Dye Works and Gentle Arts. And they're just beautiful. So I'm really pleased with how this is turning out. Here's another one that I'm working on. It's called Noel Sampler by Brenda Gervais. And this one was another one that was from Country Threads. And I first saw this when Brenda and the Serial Starter had it on their channel. And then I went and looked on Country Threads website, and I loved, you can see this is a much lighter background, but Country Threads kitted this up in a dark kind of green, kind of a khaki green. And my piece isn't ironed, but I'll show you how far I've gotten trying to take. I have had it in a hoop, and I'm really bad about taking it out of the hoop when I'm not using it. But the colors are really subdued, and at first I wasn't sure whether I really liked, there's some snowflakes here that you may not even be able to see, I'm not sure, and a very light one here, and then even these are lighter. the colors are very subdued, and I really thought quite a bit about whether I was going to change up these colors. But I went back and looked at the sampler on their website, and it is subtle. Not every single color just pops out at you. So I decided to keep going. These are the colors. They're all DMC, and they're just beautiful. So I'm really having a lot of fun stitching on this one, and I'm going to get back to it. I've got to jump off that other one I just showed you and get back on this because I love it so much. Okay, that's not the end. Let me show you the next one. This was one of the ones that is probably the most fun I've had stitching in a long time. And it's by Plum Street Samplers, called Friends of the Heart. And it is fantastic. So this one is on 32 count Belfast. And this was not a kit. I got this at Acorns and Threads. And I've gotten pretty far on it. The colors and everything are just amazing on this. I love it. And that little fox is just so cute. And the background is darker. I'm not sure what the color is. I'll have to make a point of making sure that I get the colors and the linen. I know this is Belfast linen. I just don't remember the color. So I'll get that for you. But it's really pretty. And then I'm using the called for DMCs mostly. There's might be a couple of weeks in there, general arts, but mostly I use the called for DMCs. I'm not one that can switch up colors yet or do anything like that. So just beautiful. I love them. And I don't have the technique down of that Nicole Needleworks has as far as making her threads look good, but there you go. So once again, it's just, this is a really fun stitch, and I'm going to get back to this as well. Okay, let's look at the next one. This is one by the Scarlet House called On Stoneware Street. And this was one of the first ones that I picked up when I decided to start getting back into stitching. So this, I used the called for, and I think these are all weeks. No, they're Colorworks, Classic Colorworks. And this is done on 32 count Belfast linen. And I'm really not all that far from being done. I have, a lot of this done. And I just need to work on finishing up and get my border around it. But I like how this is turning out. I just need to get back to it and start working on it again. So again, that's on Stoneware Street. And I have another one to show you. And this is one that I started, I think it was in 1999. That's how old it is. And it's when I started to get back into cross stitch. It's a Chessie and Me pattern. It's called With This Ring. And I was making it as a wedding sampler for Jessie and I. Now, we were married in 1978, so that was a long time ago in itself. But then we were married for 42 years. So I was making this, and I'll show you how far I got. And this is on some kind of mystery linen, and I like it, and I do plan on finishing it. But this linen was, I don't even know the thread count on it, because it was pretty small to me at the time. I now have a magnifier and a light that I can use that'll make it easier. So this was obviously, I got far, and then I never touched it again. And to show you, look how I kept my threads, just in a plastic bag. They're DMCs, and there's some Colorworks and in there, but yeah, that's how I kept my thread. So I'll probably pull this out at some point and work on it. But yeah, that's fun just to look at, and given that it's so old. Okay, so let's look at FOs. I've also been playing around with needle punch, and I haven't decided exactly how I'm going to finish this one, but this was my first attempt at punch needle, I think is how they call it. And this is a Teresa Kogut pattern, and it's really cute, and it was super fast and super simple to make. And I think I will probably maybe make this a little pillow. Haven't decided yet. I'm just kind of staring at it for a while. But this was really fun to make. And if you haven't tried punch needle, you might want to think about it. It's super fun and it's totally mindless. So if you just don't feel like doing anything where you have to count, you can just punch, punch, punch. And this is a good way to do it. Okay, I have another punch needle that I'm going to show you. This is an FFO. This is First Day of Christmas from Hello from Liz Matthews. And while this is a punch needle that I'm going to show you, she also has this now in cross stitch. And I really wanted to do the quilting star, but they were out of that pattern when I went to get it. So I got this one, the partridge in a pear tree. And this was super fast and fun. And this is what it looks like. And what's nice about this is you just pull off this top. It just comes right off. You have a styrofoam base there, and you can put the next one right over it. So you can change it out seasonally very easily. And I like this a lot. It was super easy to finish too. And because I like to do quilting, I think I'm going to do that quilted star one soon. And the last FFO I'm going to show you is Goat Load by Plum Street Samplers. I'm finding that I really like Plum Street Samplers patterns. And while I don't have the actual finished project, I sent it on to my sister. I'll insert a couple pictures here to show you what it looked like. I finished it around the edge with Lady Dot mini pom-poms, which are super easy to put on. And then on the back, I slipped in a card. I put a belly band across the back with lace, and then slipped in a written card about goat details, just fun goat details that I thought my sister would enjoy. And so she hasn't received it yet, but she'll be getting it on Saturday, and I think she'll really like it because she loves goats. So that was a fun stitch, and it didn't take very long at all. And as far as haul, probably nothing that's going to be new to you, but I got this pattern from La Da, Elizabeth Jones sampler, and I have it all kitted up. I've got all the threads for it. I don't have the fabric yet, but because I haven't exactly decided on what I want to do it on. But I've got that ready to go. And then again, another Plum Street sampler, Sampler House 4. I love this. And I have a piece of dark linen for that, and then the Weeks Dye Works threads. So when I'm ready to start that, it's all ready to go. So those are my two hauls. So thank you for taking the time to watch my first video. I promise to get better and be a little more organized in what I show you. But I had a great time. I debated for a while on whether I really should do this FlossTube thing. I had so much fun over on my other channel, Crafty Hodges, that I thought, why not give it a try? So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.